What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. I think one of the best parallel between George Floyd and Henry Nowak, I think we saw here in this clip from Piers Morgan. I think it's very interesting. We also have the family of Henry speaking out. We have the hypocritical politicians from England speaking. They are pathetic. These politicians, they should be throwing the garbage. We're going to show that, and we're going to show some other things, like people who believes there is no such a thing as racism against white people, for the fact if you're white, there's no racism against you. And do you believe that? I disagree. I believe racism is really bad and happen against every race. Let's do it.
So the parallels between the Henry Nowak killing and George Floyd are undeniable. They use the very same words, the very same dying words, "I can't breathe." The difference is this: Henry Nowak actually was who the left pretended and tried to make George Floyd out to be. That was the big difference. You know, we can look at the killing of George Floyd and say it was very sad and it shouldn't have happened and this could have changed or that could have changed. But the fact is, the police were there because George Floyd had committed a crime. George Floyd ingested 4 times the lethal limit of fentanyl. George Floyd then resisted arrest for minutes and minutes on end. And so the use of force by Derek Chauvin was a use of force of last resort. In this case here, you have this poor guy, Henry Nowak, who is bleeding to death on the ground. And the police actually are showing you a 2-tiered system of justice that actually is racially discriminatory. That is all of the things that we were told were going on with the George Floyd case. The difference is in this case, there was absolutely no explanation, no justification whatsoever. It was the police taking the side of a perpetrator over the victim, refusing to believe the victim, I think, pretty clearly on the basis of his race.
I agree with him 100%. If Henry Nowak wasn't a white guy, he would have a chance to be saved. They wouldn't do it. They would not do what they did. The reason they did what they did is because he is white. And that's also true. We saw what happened to George Floyd, and they tried to bring him as a hero. What this wonderful guy, marvelous guy, family man, innocent guy who died in the hands of the police. We were sad he died. Nobody deserves to die like that. But that was far from the truth, that he was an honest man, a family man, law-abiding citizen. He was not. So Henry Nowak, then he is or was a law-abiding citizen who did everything right, and today he's dead because he's white. And this is a serious problem. Let us see this other clip here. I think it's interesting, and we are gonna go to see, do you believe there is a racism against white people? Yes or no? You know, some people, they are coming here, the Democrats are coming, some Democrats are coming to my live and saying that I am not a Latino, I'm a white guy. It's like, it's funny, because the same Democrats who believe Elizabeth Warren, she is a Pocahontas, they want to say that I am a white person. So you cannot have a conversation and debate about, is this exist a racism against white? They already say you are white if you want to defend the white people. Nothing to do. Let's do it.
Really shocked that the Prime Minister, who took the knee after the murder and death of the serial criminal George Floyd, he took the knee. I'm really shocked that after the death and conviction of an innocent 18-year-old boy in the streets of a southern city called Southampton, didn't say a word, nothing, until I raised it on the public sphere. He is a left-wing human rights lawyer who believes in positive discrimination, who believes in DEI, and who has accepted that the police in my country now treat white people differently to black people. And I believe that is a road to ruin. It explains the behavior of those police officers when that poor boy lay there dying. They were more scared have been accused of not dealing with a charge of racism, alleged racism, than somebody literally dying on the floor. And I tell you this, I was there, Bill. I spoke in Parliament yesterday. I had 600 of them screaming at me, shouting at me. But I am more in touch with British public opinion than all of them added up together and multiplied by 10.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, what scares me is maybe they still believe it was better to have this person dying than to be accused of racism. Maybe they still believe in that because they are trying to block protest. They still going strong. They don't want to admit they were wrong. They create excuses. And then this is the most pathetic politician in the world right now. And they wonder how come this guy is still in politics. I don't know how, but in America, we have our stupidities as well. We have the most stupid here too. We have AOC, you have Omar, and we have all these stupid people here. So I'm not going to say England is a unique situation. Look at this.
Pierce,
Now you can
black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Black person cannot be racist against white people.
Pierce,
Now you can
black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Black women cannot be racist to white women. Do you not understand
Oh,
that?
yes,
I
they
understand
can.
You don't have the intellectual
Oh, yes, they
capacity
can.
to understand that.
Oh, yes,
but
they
that's
can.
Very much
And you've been
impossible.
racist to me.
That's very much
You've been
impossible.
racist to me, a white man, by saying I'm a race baiter. Yeah.
How am I racist to you? I'm black. I can't be racist
You
to
call
you.
me a race
Are you
baiter
kidding
with
me?
no
You're
evidence.
Racist to me.
When have I
You
been a
can be
race
racist-
baiter?
You can be racist to me.
When have I been a race
But I'm
baiter?
a powerhouse.
Tell me when I've been a race
I'm a
baiter.
powerhouse.
Well, you may be
Pierce,
a powerhouse.
Understand something.
You may be a
I'm a
power. You may
powerhouse.
be a powerhouse.
Okay.
When have
This is the most ignorant thing I've heard in a long time. So if you're a black person, you cannot. So basically, as I'm saying, if you're white, you're completely screwed because no one can commit a crime against you, I guess. They can say or call you whatever they want, and it's okay because you're white. So anyone can say whatever they want against you. This is absurd. It has completely absurd. This is ignorance. You can't say that. You can't say a black woman cannot be racist against a white woman. I mean, that's the problem. We need to understand racism is a huge problem, and ignorant people are racist. And there are ignorant people, Latino, there are ignorant people who are black, ignorant people who are white, and every single race will have people that can be racist. So we need to fight against this. And to say that anyone can do anything against white people because they are white and there is no crime against white is an absurd. So may God bless you. May God bless America. And let's fight for this. This is happening in America. And we need to fight until it gets into the point where there's nothing we can do. May God bless you.